almost to LAX on this Friday morning, so we made it through the week. That's always a good thing. And I was thinking about faith and how some people say that they have a lot of faith in one area but not so much faith in something else. And I think as long as you have faith at all, whether it's big or small, it's a good thing. It's a win-win, right? I mean, it's better to have a tiny bit of faith than to have no faith at all. And I mean, Jesus said in Matthew 17:20 that, all you need is small faith. If faith as small as a mustard seed, and you can, move mountains, and you can do all these great things. And I think that's true. And I think part of the reason that he said that, I mean, not only because it's true, obviously it's true, that's all you need, but he does want your faith to grow, though. And it has to grow from somewhere. You're not just going to wake up one day and have enough faith that, you can walk on water. I mean, maybe you will. Like, anything is possible with God. But, you do have to start somewhere, I believe, and starting small. I mean, that's kind of how the world works, and the world is mirrored after the natural world, is mirrored after the spiritual world, so it would make sense that it would go in the same direction. But, if you have any faith, you have to pick an area of your life that you have faith on. I think that's what you have to do, is see where you already have faith, and then draw from that. I heard a preacher, I think it was Jesse Duplantis, he said that you have to draw your faith from experience, and that's true. The more things work, if you pray for something and God answers your prayers, well, then that gives you faith that the next time you pray, He's going to answer your prayers, right? I mean, that only makes sense. And I think that's true for a lot of things. If you pray and get answered, or even if you do something one way, then you're likely to go back and say, okay, well, this last time it worked when I did it this way, I'm going to do it this way again. And that's what faith, well, I had faith in this area last time and it worked, so it's going to work out this time. And you have to go forward in life and believe that for everything, though, and everything in life, that, okay, I'm going to have faith that even though this looks really bad, everything is stacked against me, but that's okay, because it looks impossible, but my God is a God of the impossible. He makes the impossible possible, and I think that's a good verse, to remember, because there are so many things in this world that they can look impossible, and your brain is going to analyze it. Your brain is going to say, especially if it's something that you already went through or something similar, it's going to say, well, the last time we went through this, it ended up really bad for us. So we can't trust that it's going to be any different this time, and you got to shut your brain off at that point and go, no. You know what? It ended up bad last time for whatever reason. I'm not going to try to figure out last time, but this is this time. This is now, and I'm going to have faith in God, because my God is a God of the impossible. He's going to make the impossible possible, and He's going to do it the right way. His thoughts are above our thoughts. His ways are above our ways. His plan is always perfect. And you got to tell yourself this stuff. I mean, you really do. Like, out loud, you need to tell yourself this stuff, because, like I said before, faith, it comes by hearing, and that's true. The more, you're going to get that faith because you're going to voice it out. You're going to put those words into the atmosphere. You're going to put those words, they're going to come out your mouth, but they're going to go back into your ears. I mean, it's just like, anything. If you listen to something good, you're going to feel good. If you listen to something bad, you're going to feel bad. And so you got to say things that are good. You got to keep yourself from saying negative things. The Bible, it talks a lot about faith. I mean, the whole, from Genesis all the way to Revelations, there's stuff about having faith in God, and having faith that His plan's perfect, and having faith that it's going to be okay. I mean, think about how many stories in the Bible, would mean nothing if those people didn't have faith. It would not have come true. Mark 11:24, it says that if you ask and believe, I mean, that's the thing. You gotta, and the belief part is the having faith part, right? You believe that you've already received it. And some people may think, well, you're not living in this world, and if you're believing that that's going to happen, and you're acting like that's going to happen, that's crazy. Who would do that? But you have to wrap your mind around it. You have to expect. Okay, you have to expect God to do wonderful things for you, because He wants to. And you have to expect it every day, instead of getting up and going, well, I dread doing this, no, you find one thing that you like about whatever that is, and pick that out instead of dreading. I'm going to LAX right now, and I have to go deal with immigration, which I'm not a fan of dealing with them. And but and I had started to dread it. But then I thought, you know what though, I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to look at it at that angle. What I'm going to do is I'm going to look forward to something. The dog that is coming in is humongous. It's a great name. And so I'm going to look forward to meeting this dog, to seeing how pretty this dog is. I'm going to look forward to driving up here. I'm going to look forward to the hour and a half, 2 hours that it's going to take me to get there. I'm going to look forward to praising God and playing music and, making a video. And, I'm going to look forward to this stuff. You've got to, it sounds bad to say